Okay, so this is the last review video for Flashback 23. When we need to write the equation of a line, we use the formula y equals mx plus b. And we need to remember what m stands for. Well, m stands for the slope. And always be very careful. Look at your graph and say, is that slope positive? Is it negative? So always be very careful with the slope. Then it says, what is b? Well, b is your y-intercept. That is where the line crosses your y-axis. So I want to make sure that you know those because they are super important to doing well in 8th grade, but they are absolutely necessary to do well in algebra. Okay, you've got to know this. Very, very, very important. So the m in this equation is slope, and the plus b is your y-intercept. So now let's do some problems. Okay, it says, what is the equation of a line that crosses the y-axis at 4, that's the y-intercept, and has a slope of -3. I'm going to go ahead and get my text box here and type for you because I think that might be a little easier. So y equals mx plus b. Then I'm going to go to the next line and I'm going to fill in what I know by reading my problem. The slope is a -3. So I would put the slope in place of m, but I still need my x there. That's very important. Then it says it crosses the y-axis at 4. That's a positive 4, so I put plus 4. If it had been negative, you would need the negative there. So your answer is y equals -3x plus 4. Okay? Now let's look at the next one. It says, what is the equation of the line for the graph below? Well, first let's find the pieces. Let's look for the y-intercept. That's at -3. Okay, so I'm going to get my text box over here and I am going to type y equals mx plus b. And then I know that my y-intercept, so my b equals a -3. I'm just getting all of my pieces together right now and then I'll put it together. So let's come back over here and figure out our slope. So here is a point right here on the y-axis, and then I'm going to look for my next one. My point right there, so now I'm going to count it, figure out my slope. 1, 2, 3. So that's a 3, and I went up, so it's positive. And the line goes up, and then I'm counting over 1. So over 1. And I want to show you something. If you put 3 divided by 1 in your calculator, you just get positive 3. So that means that my slope is a positive 3. So I'm just going to put, oops, sorry, I'm going to put a 3 there. Okay, so now I'm going to fill in all the blanks. I'm going to come up here and do it. Okay, so y equals, my slope is 3, so I'm going to put 3x, and my y-intercept was -3, so I'm going to put -3 there. Okay, so that's how you find it. So I'm going to go through it just real quickly. You look for your y-intercept here. That's where it crosses the y-axis. You make sure that's your b. And then you count your slope, 1, 2, 3 over 1. You went up, so it's definitely positive. And make sure to look at that line. That line is going up, so you want to make sure your slope is positive there. So y equals 3x minus 3 would be your answer. All right? I think you guys are ready.